No, 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 no. I'm sorry, folkies. I went through the channel. It's not okay. I have taught many tunes to you now, and I have not really touched upon Hälsingland. That's not okay. Hälsingland is a very important region in Sweden for folk music. It has a very distinct style and lots of tunes and lots of musicians and a big history. So now we really have to go into Hälsingland because no. I'm not feeling fine about this. So we're gonna learn the first tune I learned from Hälsingland. There. This is From-Olles Tolva, which means the 12th tune after From-Olle. And From-Olle was Olof Jonsson From. From has nothing to do with to be from somewhere in English, it's just his name. And he was a very prominent fiddler of the early 1800s from Järvsö in Hälsingland. Järvsö is a beautiful place and very rich in music, and From-Olle was one of the 4 biggest folk musicians of his time. He left many tunes, he taught them to his students, and some of them got collected and transmitted, you know, the usual stuff. And so we have a lot of Polskas, especially after From-Olle. This one is one of them. It's in G major. It's a very good representative tune of Hälsingland style for me. Maybe because it was the first one I learned. Quickly about Hälsingland. I will very probably make a video about Hälsingland style, but just quickly, Hälsingland is known for its hambo. Obviously, it's the home place of hambo. But it's also known for its polskas that go in 16th notes. So tiki 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 tiki. And they are very virtuosic. So this is music that is a big exercise for the fingers, not easy. Most of these tunes are not easy at all. And they go fast, and they are very often in a bit unusual keys for fiddle. You know, in some regions we have a lot of D minor and so on, which is a very good key for fiddle. But sometimes in Hälsingland you have some in very many different keys. This one though is a nice one. It's in G major, so it's easy for fiddle playing. It's not too hard on nyckelharpa, a bit of climbing, and it's still fast, so you need to have a very good timing of your fingers, but it's not too hard because G is a pretty good key for us. Without further ado, let's dig into the A part. Slower, 1, 2, 3. And a few ornaments that I tend to play. It's almost 2 times the same thing, those 2 little bits, so same ornaments. A little blue, the C. In terms of phrasing, I feel that we have those 2 bits in the beginning that are pretty much the same. Then, but it's very similar, and then we have something different when we take the D with a C. This is beautiful. And G again. C again. And landing. So I feel there is kind of a introductory bit, those 2 little parts that are very similar, and then we have the D, C. This is really like, this has character somehow. It's still in the G major feeling, but it has a bit more personality, so maybe I would put a bit more emphasis on that rather than on the beginning. But not too much. It's still music for dancing, so you don't need to make very, very big phrasing differences. And B part. And that's where the things are getting a little bit trickier. The A part was okay, the B part is harder. We start on a high D. Slower and bit by bit. G major chord. D7. It's fast. It's not. It's. Same thing again from the beginning. But here, from G, scale, G, and G again. Okay, without interruptions, very slowly, the whole B part. 1, 2, 3. Faster with many little variations and ornaments that I tend to do. Anticipation. A little blue, the C. And if you really want to have the style, you maybe have noticed already that I tend to like overdot some parts, so it's not really straight. Like the rhythm is very regular. It's not like these irregular polskas, but when you play the rhythm, you kind of make it like dry, like a little bit hyperactive somehow. So it's a little bit, a little bit, and it's a lot of very short bowings as well. So look at the bowings, and it's really not this kind of romantic classical music. It's really wait, not losing my bow. It's very short bowings, very fast, and jumping up and down fast. As said, it's not the easiest of repertoires. So if you're a full beginner, I would not recommend this tune, but if you are a little bit more advanced, go for it. Even if it's a bit hard, it's a very good exercise. So this was From-Olles Tolva. I hope you will have a lot of fun learning this tune. I find Hälsingland polskor to be difficult but really rewarding when you learn them. And then you can travel to Hälsingland and go to all the stämmor and other folk music meetings that they are there, and you can have a lot of fun with the people there because they are good. They are good musicians, I can tell you. If you would like sheet music for this tune with all the bowings and details that I play, I give sheet music exclusively on my Patreon. So if you're interested to join, link in the description below. A big thank you to my patrons, by the way, for their support. And Patreon or not, don't forget that doing all the usual YouTube stuff, so subscribing, activating the bell, blah blah blah, helps a ton this little channel and this musician. Before I go, I know that some people are going to ask about what I'm wearing. In short, it is not exactly traditional, but some bits are. Go check the description, I will give more information about this. I'm wearing it because Hälsingland also has very, very beautiful and well-known folk costumes, and I wanted to pay homage to that, although what I wear is nothing from Hälsingland. Stay tuned, play well, and I will see you next time. Hej då!